Let's be real, every zodiac sign has a reputation. Some are called too emotional, others too cold, and a few straight up villains. But is it fair? Is it even accurate? Or are these labels just lazy stereotypes that don't tell the whole story? Today, we're diving deep into why people love to hate your sign, and why most of what they say is completely wrong. Think about it, every sign is reduced to a single trait. But astrology isn't that simple. Your sun sign is just one piece of your chart. So why do people latch onto these stereotypes? Blame pop culture, social media, and let's be honest, bad personal experiences. If your ex was a toxic Gemini, suddenly all Geminis are the worst. If your boss is a controlling Capricorn, now the whole sign is cold and ruthless. But that's not how astrology works. The most hated signs and why it's unfair. Some signs definitely get more heat than others. Let's break them down. 1. Gemini, two-faced or just multifaceted. Geminis get so much hate for being fake or two-faced, but really, they're adaptable. They see multiple perspectives. If anything, they're the sign that can blend into any situation, and some people just can't handle that level of versatility. 2. Scorpio, manipulative, or just emotionally intense. Scorpios are painted as villains, but let's be real, they just feel things deeply. If they don't trust easily, it's because they see through the nonsense. The intensity, it's loyalty, not manipulation. 3. Capricorn, cold or just focused. Capricorns get labeled as emotionless workaholics. But what people don't realize is that Cap energy is about long-term stability. They care, but they show love through actions, not just words. 4. Aries, too aggressive or just fearlessly honest. People love to call Aries too aggressive or hot-headed. But let's be real. Would you rather have someone who speaks their mind or someone who sugarcoats everything? Aries don't have time for fake energy. They're bold, direct, and they take action when others hesitate. That's not aggression, it's confidence. 5. Taurus, stubborn or just unshakable. The classic Taurus is too stubborn stereotype. Look, Taurus energy is steady. When they make up their mind, it's because they've thought it through. They don't flip-flop just to please people. Call it stubbornness if you want, but I call it knowing what you stand for. 6. Leo, attention-seeking or just unapologetically themselves. Leos just want attention, yeah? And maybe they do, but it's because they bring the energy, the charisma, and the fun. They don't just crave the spotlight. They shine because they inspire others to do the same. Hating on Leo for being confident says more about you than it does about them. 7. Virgo, too critical or just a perfectionist. Virgos get a bad rap for being too critical or nitpicky, but let's be real, who else is going to catch the details no one else notices? Virgos don't criticize to be mean. They genuinely want to help. They believe in making things better, and yeah, they expect a lot, but only because they hold themselves to the same high standards. 8. Libra, fake or just a natural diplomat. Libras are fake. No, they just know how to keep the peace. They see every side of a situation, which makes them great mediators. Yeah, they might hesitate to pick sides, but that's because they genuinely care about fairness. Being charming and likable doesn't mean they're fake. It means they understand people. 9. Sagittarius, commitment phobic or just a free spirit. Sagittarius gets called afraid of commitment, but what they actually fear is being trapped in the wrong situation. They crave experiences, knowledge, and adventure. They're not running from commitment, they just want to make sure they're committing to something that truly excites their soul. 10. Aquarius, detached or just ahead of their time. People say Aquarians are cold or too detached, but the truth? They're visionaries. They're always thinking 5 steps ahead, questioning the norm, and looking at life from a big picture perspective. They care, just not in the traditional, overly sentimental way. They show love through ideas, change, and deep conversations. 11. Capricorn, cold, or just focused on the long game. Capricorns don't have time for nonsense. They get labeled as emotionless because they're disciplined and practical. But that doesn't mean they don't care. They just believe in showing love through actions, not words. If a Capricorn is in your corner, you can trust them for life. 12. Pisces, too sensitive or just deeply intuitive. People say Pisces are too sensitive or too emotional, but what if that's actually their superpower? Pisces pick up on vibes before anyone else. They feel everything deeply, which makes them some of the most compassionate, artistic, and intuitive people out there. Sensitivity isn't weakness, it's emotional intelligence. The reality is every sign has a shadow side, but that doesn't define you. People love to judge based on extremes. The truth? Your sign's flaws are often its greatest strengths, just misunderstood. So instead of letting people tell you what's wrong with your sign, embrace what makes you different. And if you've ever judged someone just based on their sun sign, maybe it's time to rethink that. All right, now I want to hear from you. What's the most annoying thing people assume about your zodiac sign? Drop it in the comments. I'll be reading and responding to as many as I can. And if you want more astrology without the nonsense, make sure to subscribe. We're breaking down the real truth behind the zodiac. No fluff, no gimmicks. See you in the next one.